Hello, everybody. Carnival of Venice Day. My name's Gary. To get the sheet music that we're going to be working from, you go to jollyrogerukulele.com. Hopefully, you've already been there. And today is lesson 18 of 22 of the Foundation series. So we are almost done. And so let me go post this on the website so that we can get everybody loading in here. Control, paste, shift, highlight, link, enter edit, settings, open in a new window, update, and update. That'll get everybody headed this way. Next, we will be looking at Carnival of Venice. I got to make sure I got both versions of it downloaded into my gadget here. Rendering. There's this cute little photo of, I think it's Italy when it is in screensaver mode. And I always think, I wish I was there. All right, download Baritone, Patience, Carnival of Venice. Where are you? Carnival of Venice for Baritone. And then we... Oh, I have a note to myself on here. Interesting. Okay, a couple of things that I got to adjust on this someday. Nothing critical. And then let's go get the ukulele version of this. Ukulele Carnival of Venice. The nice part about Carnival of Venice is a song you don't know, and once you start playing, you're like, oh yeah, I know that one. And so we'll talk about skills and techniques to make sure that you never have to play a song you don't know. Carnival of Venice. They're pinky. Oh, I got all sorts of pinky notes. Nice. Okay, awesome. We're ready to roll. Let's see. 12:04. We'll start in a couple minutes here. Let's see who's logging in. Make sure everybody's happy. Oh, I forgot to tweet. Let's tweet it. Oh my God, I have a keyboard that sometimes works. https://jollyrogerukulele.com. My face pops open. I hit tweet, and there we go. Forgot to put the skull and crossbones on. All right. I have a new idea for my skull and crossbones. All right. So let's see. Today is Thursday, which means that we are wrapping up our week, and we finished up this week. It's been kind of an interesting week. We started our week in the key of G, ending the key of G, which is the key of D for baritone. And then yesterday we began the study of, was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday's our study of the key of F, and for baritones, that's your key. You're also in the key of F. Baritone, you have a little bit tougher chords to do, generally speaking, than the ukulele players. And so, stay on page. So that's got started yesterday. If you missed yesterday, you probably want to go review yesterday's lesson. And then today, we had to download a new version of WordPress, and guess what? It doesn't work. All right, that's always exciting. They fix some things and they break other things, and I just don't, I'm like, geez Louise, you guys, stop going snowboarding and learn to and fix these programs correctly. So yesterday was simple gifts. Key of key of C for baritone, of course. And then today we're going to be doing, close that out, Carnival of Venice. Dun, dun, dun. Ended up in the wrong spot. Carnival of Venice. Ukulele, you guys will be in the key of F, and baritone again, key of C. So I can't get that straight in my head. Again, Carnival of Venice, 2-chord song, right? And especially if you are on baritone, these are your easy ones, from C to G7, C to G7, C to G7, C to G7. And so that's going to be a pleasant activity to play. And then for ukulele players, F to C7, F to C7, F to C7. Again, there are 2 easier chords. And then we will talk, generally speaking, about the challenge with I think I must have changed this out. B flat, which is coming up on next week. All right, let's see who's logged in this morning. Lynn is here, 39 degrees and sunny in New Jersey. Nancy's here. Howdy. She says the sound good. Nancy's had a rough week down there in Florida. It has not cracked 60 yet. So she's been wearing her parka to class. Donna in windy and dry in Lakewood. Okay, I haven't been outside. It looks kind of sunny. It looks okay. We're supposed to get snow last night. We got 0 inches. Lisa Hidalgo, I'm looking at you. Oh, we did finally crack 65 today. All right, nice. Nancy's going to be out just to go with the sweater now. Vic, it's sunny and chilly in Eugene. That's unusual to be sunny. Janice is another one who's had a terrible weather week. How's things going up there in Scotland today? Torrential wind and rain. One ferry made it across today. Oh, gosh, Janice, so intense. That's intense. Luckily, the Scots are like, whatever, we're fine. We're going to be fine. I'd be like, call the ambulance. Ray is in. Looking forward to snow. We had snow. I know we were looking forward to snow and didn't happen. I guess it snowed on the south end of town. That's what I heard. So Ray and I are snow free. We're supposed to maybe get some this weekend, Ray. Dave in from Michigan. Gray back to form. Snow on the way. Yeah, Michigan is supposed to be gray all winter long. So they had sun for a couple of days. They didn't know what to do with themselves. Bozeman 28 and got snow on the way. Okay, that's normal, right? Valerie in from Illinois. Just started snowing in Chi-Town. Expecting snow, sleet, and freezing rain. So the morning was spent grocery shopping, and preparing for a Chicago winter. Glad you're here, Valerie. Rob's in from Texas, 68 and cloudy and windy. 68 is a nice temperature, cloudy and windy, not so much, right? Elizabeth in from northern Colorado. It's windy up there. And Jim in with a balmy 0 degrees Fahrenheit up there in northern Alberta, Canada. So glad you're here. And Diane, Diane's like, I guess we can handle no snow. Carnival of Venice. Let's talk about it very quickly. This week, guys, we talked about ukulele players. You're in the key of F, right, which is this shape, and Carnival of Venice, then you're going to use that shape. That's your 2 chords, right? So the chords in and of themselves are no big deal. Baritone players, you're in the key of C, and your shape is here and here. So we talk about shapes. You're in different keys, and so you can't play together that way. But the shapes are the same, okay? And then we've talked about it quite a bit. Know that there's some part of you that's like, well, if this is my chord, my main chord, and this is its best friend, why don't we just play in that key all of the time and never play any other key? The problem with that is you have this shape coming up that fits in with there, and that's going to be either a bar in that shape or a partial bar in that shape. And so it would be awesome just to play in one key that works all the time. But we're not going to be doing that. The other thing that's important is, as instrumental players, you guys are on a lot harder road than other ukulele players. Other ukulele players, they learn 6 or 7 chords, and they're pretty much set to sing all their favorite songs. But for instrumental work, we are not that way. We have to know different shapes for different things. We have to start just knowing our chords. We have to, and that will be a huge number of chords. We'll have to start dealing with bars. We won't be able to use a capo. We got melody going on. We got chords going on. We got chords and melody going on. We got arpeggio picking going on. We got all this other stuff we do. So it's a much harder road that you're going down than your standard issue ukulele player. And you guys know that's a good thing, right? You know that you're here on purpose. Okay, so I want to look at the ukulele version of this first, you're like, well, Carnival of Venice, that sounds like a fun song. But I don't think I know it. Well, once we start, you'll know it. And how do you know when you don't know a song? Like, I've heard of it and I don't really know it. I don't know what to do. You got to do 2 things. One, YouTube, right? Go YouTube 10. Listen, and don't listen to just the top one. Listen to 3 or 4, because there'll always be a little bit different to some variations. I find that basically every song that I ever want to play, there's 10 dozen versions of it on YouTube. Gives me a chance to hear what other people are doing so that when I get down, get ready to play it or arrange it, I've got some idea of how other people are doing it. The other place, obviously, guys, if you might be underutilizing this resource on our website, jollyrogerukulele.com. Over there on the left-hand column, if you're on a computer, is a widget, and it says all the songs, something like that. And all of the songs that we've done for the last year, 250 some songs, I think. I don't remember how many we have. A lot. Let me go tell you. Did I tell you this yesterday? 246 songs are on there. And so don't just, you don't need to just go listen to it for fun. The idea is to listen to it while you're looking at the sheet music. And that way you can say, all right, that is exactly what's on the paper. I see exactly what's going on. It just makes it easier. Not trying to play a song you don't know is really, really unpleasant. And we have resources now. We don't have to do that. Back in the day, before recordings, obviously you had your paper and that was it. But now, use your resources. Take full advantage of your opportunity to play something, to be knowledgeable about the song prior to jumping into the song. All right, next up, one of the things that happens in our orchestra is we'll hand out songs that were, a Lady Gaga song or a song written by one of these modern groups, modern being since 1970. And a lot of times I'll hear, well, I don't know this song. And you're like, well, why not? Why not? Right? The reason you don't know it, you don't listen to that music on a day-to-day basis. You listen to the songs you listened to when you were 20, and you've been listening to them now for however many years. You haven't, we stopped putting new songs into our head over time because we don't connect with it the same way we connected when we were in our 20s. And so you will end up running out of, you'll end up playing songs you have not heard of that are either too modern or too old. And so using your resources as an instrumentalist is really, really really probably important. Okay. Welcome in, Q. All right. Carnival of Venice, we talked about, of course, this shape and this shape. We're looking at the ukulele version. So baritone players, your F shape. Tink, tink, tink. Right there. Okay, sounds different than I just played. Probably best to do a full bar and then your E shape in front of that. That's probably what I'd want you to do. But if you just cover two strings, that also works. Okay. And then your C7 is kind of a bummer, right? Dunk, dunk, dunk. It's kind of hard to do. How should we make your life easier? Just play a C chord. How about that? Your C7 is an F chord, but you're going, or a C shape, but you're taking this ring finger and adding it on the third string, third fret. So that's going to be your shape for C7. Okay, ukulele players, it's your F7, of course. But you're taking your C shape, adding your ring, third fret, third string. That's your chord. So when you're playing in baritone in F and C7, you got your work cut out for you, right? You're going to go from this shape to this shape and back. Okay, it's a lot of work. Okay, and it's going to come up, so it is something you want to know. I would say C7 is one of the things that's kind of a bummer about playing baritone, because neither of those shapes are particularly friendly to your instrument. But those are your chords. You're going to play chords. 3 beats per measure. It says 3, 4. You care about the top number. 3 beats per measure. So when I'm learning this song, I might play 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or I might do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So be thinking about what's going to make the most sense. Probably that's too much, but it might sound more carnival-like. You don't know. Ukulele players, we're going to play the melody first, and then we'll talk tough uke. Okay, so from the top, 2-beat count in. Let's play the melody so that you know this song. 1, 2. 3, 1. 2, 3, 1, 2. 3, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1, 2. 3, 1. 2, 3, 1, 2. 3, 1. Okay, and then we repeat and play it. So you know the song, right? You've heard that song somewhere. The one thing I note on my sheet music, when right before that 8, you've got that 8 at measure 25. If you're on a pinky there, on the note before that, the 3, then you get to do this. Right? You get to slide. Make you sound professional, make you sound cool. Don't do too much until you're got some decent calluses forming on your fingertips, because you could theoretically cut your finger open. Okay, so make sure your calluses are starting to build up. By the way, your calluses are starting to build up, right? You've been at this now for 5 weeks, and or some of you even longer, getting little calluses on the end of your fingertips. That's a good thing. Okay, what will happen probably if you live in an area that's really got humidity, they'll just get a little tougher, and you won't notice that much. You'll just notice that you're getting them. If you live in a dry area, all sorts of crazy will happen on your fingertips, and there's not you'll flake off. You got to use a little extra lotion. I tell people when you are getting ready to play your ukulele, wash your hands first, then play. Then when you're done playing, put your lotion on afterwards. The problem with lotion and the ukulele is your lotion will rub off on your string, and then you'll go through strings faster, and you'll get this weird buildup on your fretboard and stuff. So try to wash your hands prior to playing. When I'm teaching little kids, I make them. We have a little line. We go stand in line. Everybody wash their hands, and then we play ukulele. And I notice when I'm working on ukuleles in the shop, and I'm cleaning up the frets and changing strings and stuff, that people who use a lot of lotion go through a lot of strings a lot faster. And so just remember, wash your hands before you play, and then put lotion on afterwards. Some of you live in areas with humidity, and then you don't even know what we're talking about. So, all right, let's talk about the tough uke real quick. Starting with a 3, right? And your next thing is all 5s. So you probably just start in plain old regular opening position. I usually grab a F chord to get started, but that's not going to be my first thing. So just going to grab that 3, and then I got to grab a bar, and then I got 3. I'm going to use my ring finger there, and then I've got 2 0 1 1. So it's an F chord, but I'm going to lay this finger down to cover both of the 1s. Okay, it's a weird sound. And then just lift it up, and then grab your C7, and then 0 0 3, and then 0 0 3, and then 3 0, a C7, another ring finger on 3, pinky on 5, back to the 3, and back to an F chord at measure 7. Those 2 decorative notes are just an arpeggio as a part of the F chord. Then I hit the F chord again. And then we're going to repeat the main idea. 3, bar on 5, back to 3, use your pinky, and then put the F chord on. Roll down to get the 1, hit the open, and then 0 0 0 1, 0 0 0 3. So those index and ring finger for that measure. Then 3 0 0 3. C7 at measure 13. And then a bar 5. Back to the 3. And then F chord. 1. Okay, then we measure 16. Things start to feel a little different in the song. So you'll notice a few different things changes. Got a full F here. Hit the 3. And then F chord, probably with your pinky on the 3. 1, O, regular F chord. Ring finger on 3, index on 1, 001, and then open. Then 000, 0001, hit the 3, slide up to the 5, back to the 3, and then an F chord. Nice strum. Pinky on 3, slide it up to the 8, and add your bar at 5. That's your high F chord. And then slide back down to the 3, F chord with the pinky, 1 0, 0001, and then 003, 0001, 0005, hit the 3, and F chord. We'll go through, play it a second time. The last time you come around, you're going to skip measure 31. And you're going to play 32, which starts the same way, but then you're going to hit 0, 3, use your pinky on that, slide it up, bar on 5, pinky on 8. Okay, let's play it. From the top, nice and slow. Baritone players, you're playing F and C7. 1, 2, it's a 2-beat counting. 1, 2. Back to the top. Second ending. Isn't that cute? That's a cute song. The nice part about it, nothing in this song is not coming up down the road somewhere. So getting some control over all of the elements in this piece of music is important. F chord is coming up. Every day you play, you're going to play an F chord. C7, most every day you play, you're going to play a C7. Playing these melody notes where you have 1s, 3s, and 5s, where your pinky is going up to the 5, that's coming up. It's coming up. It's going to be a thing. Okay? So it's 1, 3, and 5. Having an 8 show up, grabbing that and jumping back, that's coming up. This bar chord at 5, that's going to be all over this fretboard. You're going to be doing lots of those. And of course, this F chord with your pinky, that's going to happen pretty much every day. And this bar chord at 5 with your pinky on 8, that's also going to happen almost every day when you play. So there's nothing in this song that's not coming up. So you're not wasting any time by working on it. And what will happen is as you get more and more fluid with this, it's going to start to sound more carnival-like. Bum 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 bum, and that's what you're after, trying to make it feel like you're riding a carousel or whatever, and whatever they do in a carnival, and then being mindful. My only notes on my paper are about where to put my pinky, right, and where when I'm going to use my pinky to play, go from here back up to here, slide back down, that type of stuff. So it's really about making good fingering choices, and then the song starts to come out pretty nice. So you got the idea. I'm going to switch to baritone now. So you want to switch over to the baritone sheet music. Ukulele players, you're about to get a whole new adventure in chord playing. And so let's grab that baritone version. Baritone players, we're going to go through the same exact lesson a little more quickly because you've already been through it once. And again, I'm looking at my baritone music here. My only note is about fingering, where my pinky is going to do this. So yeah, fascinating that 2 different pieces of sheet music have exactly the same note on it by accident. Real quick, while we are getting our reoriented here, next week is our last week in the foundation series, and we will be talking about this as the week goes along. Some of you will be like, been through it once or twice, makes sense to me. I'm ready to just stop coming to foundations class and start coming to the later class. Perfectly fine. Some of you are going to be like, you know what, this is still all new stuff to me. I'm struggling a little bit. I'm going to take the class again. And then you just come back and do another 6-week round of it. I think most people who go through this twice are glad they did, because I think that the first time you go through it, it's all new information, and the second time you go through it, it's all review. I will mention that next Friday, not tomorrow, but the next Friday, I'm going to take the day off because my wife is taking the day off, and then she has Monday off of the following week. So I'm going to actually work in a 4-day weekend, not this coming weekend, but the next weekend. And so in order to do that, we have to cram in 5 lessons into the space of 4 next week. So it's a lesson triplet. And let me grab the sheet and I'll tell you how that's going to go. We are going to figure out which day is the easier of the day and smash some stuff together. So we have Daisy Bell, Key of F arpeggio, and then what we will do, we'll probably be into those 2 pretty heavy on Monday and Tuesday. Those are both have pretty challenging piece of information in there. And then we're going to combine your stretch pieces, Aloha Oi and Scarborough Fair. Both of those are not really in foundational songs. Both of those are higher level. Like, I mean, honestly, we're working on Aloha Oi in the next hour right now. So we'll probably cram both of those into Wednesday. Just playing them through and knowing that for some of you, that's just you're not quite there yet. It's okay. It'll be a little too hard. For the others of you that are feeling comfy with this, we want to play through and make sure you have them. But we'll probably crunch both of those in on Wednesday, and then Thursday we'll have our regular end of the week concert next Thursday. So and then I'll make sure to have you plenty of things for you to work on for the following week. So we will be having a mild change of plans next week, and we'll squish everything together just a little bit, and it'll be fine. Q says, sorry, I have a printing problem. Any music by PDF won't print for me. Any suggestions, anyone? I have a son at home with this techie stuff. So here's what's happening, Q, and it's really annoying. And I'm going to say some words that hopefully make some sense to you. If you click on the thing and the sheet music pops up, some printers will not let you print directly from the web, and it's really about a whole bunch of technological stuff. So it pops up on the screen, it's there. You think you should just be able to hit the print button and it'll print. Some printers and computers it works, and sometimes it doesn't. What you almost always have to do with PDFs, almost always, is when it pops up over there on the top left of the screen, there's a little download button. You need to download it into your computer. Then you go to your downloads folder and open it up from there, and then it'll print. That's the problem with. At some point, somebody at Adobe got mad at Microsoft and Apple, and they were like, fine, we're going to make it difficult for you. And so back in the day when PDFs first came out, you could click on them, they'd pop open on your screen, you'd hit print, and everything was perfect. These days, they don't do that. So you have to download the PDF first in many cases. I have Macintosh as a closed shop. Everything's supposed to work together. PDFs, you have to download them, reopen them up in Adobe Acrobat, which is on your computer probably already, and then print them from there. So that's what you have to do with PDFs, is download them. The other reason to download them is then you have them, right? Then you own those pieces of sheet music and forever. And so that's another reason to download them. And if any of you have any other thoughts on that, I think I'm 100% right on that. Open them up, download them. You can also right-click on the PDF link, Ukulele Solo. Just right-click on it, and a little thing will pop up, and you can download it from there. But then you got to go into your download folders, reopen it, and then print it. So yeah, and for some people that's too much, right? To me, it's like I don't even know what Gary just said. And then yeah, so when your son or daughter-in-law can help you with that. It is. Remember when, well, my mother, she used to say, you know, that www thing, they're discriminating against those of us who don't have it. And I said, you mean the internet? And she says, yeah, the www thing. So I guess they are discriminating against you a little bit. All right, baritone players, your C chord and your G7. Okay, ukulele players, this is your C chord. You probably know that. And this is your G7, index, middle, ring. Okay, so you're just going to be playing those chords. Let's play the melody on baritone. It's going to be beautiful. Ukulele players, will you please play along with just the chords? You might do 1 strum per measure or 3 strums per measure. 1, 2. 3, 1. 3, 1, 2. Whoops, sorry. 3, 1. 2, 3, 1, 2. 3, 1, 2. 3, 1. 2, 3. Oh, I'm sorry. Bum, 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 bum. So you guys have a little bit different ending on this piece of paper. Did I fix that on yours? I don't know. I think I have the previous version of this. Let me see what you actually have as your ending. Baritone solo PDF. I think I fixed it. Oh, I did. I left it on there. Okay, so we'll be doing bum, 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 and then you repeat. So you have a little fancier ending on your version. And then you play the whole thing a second time around. So the melody there is very nice. I think the hard part is just making sure you're lined up and on the correct fret and getting it clean and as pretty as you can. And then let's go into the tuck uke. Same thing as the ukulele player. So we don't need to go through all of the positional things again. Let's just play it, and I'll play it slow so give you a chance to think it through. So hit your 3. And then a bar on 5, back to the 3, 2 finger, 1 finger covers 2 strings here, 1, 1, and then your middle finger up on the top, hit the 0, and then 0, 0, 1, 3 again. 3-0. Nice strum. Hit the 3. Hit the 5. Hit the 3. Hit this normal C chord. 1 0 0 0 2 0 1 0. Hit the 3. Hit the 3. C chord with your pinky. 0 0 0 1. 0 0 0 3. 0 0 3 again. All strum. Hit the 3. 0 0 5. Hit the 3. F C chord. C chord. 1 0 F chord C chord. 3 1. Get my baritone brain on. 3 0. 5. Hit the 3. Pinky on 3. Slide up to 8. Add your bar at 5. And then we would play it the second time around. And the last time you come in, you're going to end up with strum 3 and then bar on 5, pinky on 8. Okay, so let's play that. Mihailo, welcome back. Good to see ya. Glad you're here. All right, so ukulele players, again, C chord, G7 chord, 3 beats per measure. We're going to play it all the way down to the bottom, and then we're going to kind of come back and play the top. If the tough uke is eating you up, baritone players, play the melody. Okay, and let's give it a try. 3 beats per measure. We'll play it all the way down, come back up, and play it all the way back down. 1, 2. To the top. There we go. Mahalo, what time is it where you are? I always worry. I'm keeping you up late. Um, um, Carnival of Venice. Should mention very briefly. Um, this is legit classical music, you guys. Written by Niccolo Paganini, very famous Italian composer. So when people say, "What are you working on ukulele?" You say, I'm playing a little Paganini, and they will be like, "Easy, Tiger." Okay, you get a little bit of extra time here at the end, about 8 minutes for you to practice through your parts. Play both of them, right? Play on ukulele, play the baritone chords and then go in and play both your chords on your ukulele sheet, the index, the melody only, and then the chord melody, and same thing for baritone, right? Obviously, and then tomorrow, let's talk about that because tomorrow's our big day. Tomorrow's always very exciting when we do this. We have all of the songs from the week. Okay, so tomorrow we will be playing Home on the Range. Okay, and we'll play it on both instruments, and then we will play the arpeggio in G and D. Again, both instruments. Simple Gifts, we'll be playing that, and we'll be playing Carnival of Venice. Also, don't forget to bring your better bar worksheet where we go all the way down just with the bar. We're going to get your bars really solid. As instrumentalists, we have to be very good with your bar chords, and so your index finger is something we got to work on a lot to build the strength in your hand. Right here, these muscles that run your thumb, we got to get those super tough, and so that's why we spend a lot of time talking about bars, working on bars, and that's right, working in bars, and so that's one of those things we got to get you going. So, Bruce made it in finally. Phew. Virginia represents. So, guys, here's the important thing to remember. If you'll keep showing up, you will be a great ukulele player. I promise. I've had no failures for people who keep showing up. Okay? A lot of people figure out this is going to be a little bit of work, and then they're like, I don't know, I'd just rather sing Over the Rainbow and then leave my ukulele in the closet. And you guys are like, you know what? I'm going to do the work necessary to get up to speed on this. What's nice about this is once you get up to speed in this instrument, in this style of play, you're going to be able to play all fretted instruments. And so if at some point you're like, I'm sick of ukulele, you can pick up a banjo, you can pick up a guitar, you can pick up a balalaika, you could pick up a mandolin, and all of those instruments are just waiting for you now to get good on ukulele. And then the transition is very easy into not easy, but easier than just picking them up cold. So, so there's that. Jim says, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I'll get to see you. Sorry, guys. Like, if you made, obviously, if you ran in late, take a minute to review the recording of the broadcast. It pops up a few minutes after I log out, so you could go check that out. And then, so Bruce, you're forgiven for being late. Jim, you're welcome. Mary G, I got lost and missed class. See you tomorrow. Come on, Mary. Mary, I got your very kind thank you note. That was super sweet of you. I did not expect that, and so thank you. That was really kind. Janice, hold on to a rope or something. I don't know. Don't blow away. She says, I'll be back. Well, you might be making an assumption here, Janice. Based on the weather, it sounds like you might need to put a brick in your pocket or something. I don't know. I'm worried about you up there. Ray, good to see you, bud. Jim, Bert, Barry, Bruce, second time is the charm. Yeah, right. So keep next week. Remember 4 days next week, and then 4-day weekend at the end of next week. But tomorrow we're here for a regular concert, and then we'll get you set up. We're getting close to your last episode of this, and then we'll make decisions about what makes sense for you. I hope you're getting the message. Lots of different ways to play all of the same stuff, and it's always about you, getting you to the place where you're comfortable doing what you're doing, and then pushing you just a little bit to be uncomfortable. So there we go. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see some of you next hour. We're doing next hour, by the way. We are doing some more arpeggio work, and then that's amore. You know the Italian song, like a da 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 that's amore. That's what we're doing, and it's super fun. You should come play with us if you have time. And I will see all of you either later today. I'll see you in the next class, or I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Welcome, Rob. Vic, thanks for being here. See all of you guys down the road.